Hello and welcome to a video on how to create your own very quick, very simple movie poster digital frame. I've seen a lot on YouTube. I've been researching them lately and they go from, very complicated to pretty simple. I think this is probably one of the simplest ways to do it. This is an old Roku TV with a USB port. Now, the important thing to note on this is the Roku TV comes with an actual media player application already defaulted on the machine, which makes this so much easier. So you put your movie posters on a thumb drive, plug the thumb drive in, go to the Roku media player, click on all, click on your thumb drive, click on your folder if you have them in a folder, and then just fire them up and they'll start playing. It has a very nice slideshow. Options allow you to control the speed. You can shuffle the pictures, and that's really it. There's nothing else. I did buy a stick computer thinking I was going to need that, but after discovering this and a little trick from somebody else on the Mac, this was actually the simplest thing I found. So the other thing I did that you might be interested in is I actually CAD'd a mount for it. So you can see the Visa mount, which are 4 inches apart, and then the actual mounts for the screws that go on the wall. I ended up only using one, and you can see I actually designed it and built this out of plywood, and I actually did kind of manually cut that notch. So the screw goes in the wall and it just kind of drops down on that, and it worked really well. Very simple, very easy. I had Visa mount screws laying around, so I used those. Again, very straightforward, very simple. I got the pictures from the moviedatabase.org. They have a lot of very nice pictures. I do like posters that kind of have the cast in them, which these guys seem to be lacking a little of, but the quality is very high. So it's a good place to go to. The final trick that I did was when you're in here and you're in a movie, you can click on the actual poster here, right click on it, save the image as. It'll save it a lot of times as a WebP file. I think that's it, or a WebB file. And not a big deal because that will still open up just fine in Photos, which of course that's not the photo that I actually saved. This is probably the photo. The other trick to this simplicity with the Roku TV is once you get it in here, you click on Edit under Photos and then Rotate. So I was rotating to the left the way I have my monitor mounted, and then basically just save it as a JPEG, saving a copy as a JPEG, throwing that on the thumb drive, and then everything was grand. So very, very simple. Simple Roku TV with a media player, USB drive, pull the movies really from anywhere on the web that you want. The movie database has some really nice stuff, and you might need to create a mount. The Roku TV is actually pretty light. You could probably get away with 3M strips. Who knows? So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully this will make you interested in actually trying to do this, because it was actually very easy. And we're cycling through, I don't know how many of them right now. The other thing, if you're interested, that you could do too, is I do have a HAL here on my desk, or in my office, that was 3D printed, and Hal actually does like to speak.
I know I've made some very poor decisions recently.
Poor Hal.
But I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal.
Sure, Hal. The other thing too, if you go on Thingiverse, you can see I have a 3D printed James Bond gold gun, which actually breaks down into the lighter and into the pen. There's a Han Solo blaster back there, and there's a James Bond Walter PPK. So some very simple projects you can do that are actually pretty cool. The Han Solo blaster was actually 3D printed in silver and then fogged with a flat black. And then you can sand off the flat black to make it looks like, you know, wear marks and so on. Again, very simple to do. If you don't have a 3D printer, get a 3D printer. I have one in my office. It's a Prusa, so again, fantastic device to have. Oh, and don't hesitate to use like a 34 or 43 inch Vizio TV as your monitor. Works pretty well. This is just like a $300 Vizio HD monitor, and works really good. I've got a Dell G15 that's driving it. The Mac, which is an M4 Mac, actually drives it really, really well. It looks gorgeous. But again, $300. It's not a gaming monitor, no doubt, but for regular day-to-day work, it's fantastic, and it's really inexpensive. So that's that. Hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll go out and make one of these digital photo frame or digital movie frames. It works really well. So take care, and thank you. Bye.